What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What's going on, y'all? All right, now before we get into what we're here to talk about, let just know that I do have my Real Housewives of Atlanta review set for tomorrow night at 9:05 right after the show. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And then we have the Whether You Like It or Not panel, which will be on, I think it's Really B's platform, if I'm not mistaken. Really B's platform on Monday. Y'all do know that I go live every Tuesday for Basketball Wives as well. And every Thursday we have the Chasing panel. So be on the lookout for all of those things. Depending on what's going on, you guys will be getting videos all day and sometime tomorrow before we do the live or whatever, right? So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcement. So we're going to go ahead and get into another quick Yes for the Mess video, and this is all about RHOA. So let's get into it. So this is about Porsha and Shamea. Y'all know that we have done a lot of talking about Porsha and Shamea ever since the show pretty much started to air this season. Pretty much from the moment we heard that Shamea got a peach. We all felt like this would probably be the time where we see the derailment of Porsha and Shamea's friendship. Their decades-long friendship. They've been friends since they were kids. Their mothers were even, friends at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? But however, early this morning, while I was at work doing my thug thizzle, I got me a DM from somebody when they sent me this post that Porsha made threatening Shamea after watching tomorrow's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we're going to go ahead and get into this post. Now, this is coming from the Neighborhood Talk, and Porsha calls out Shamea and says, "Don't f with my mom. Fair warning." Okay, so let's get into it. I'ma just say this. I'm watching a new episode at Shamea Morton. Now, don't take it there. Don't imply about Diane Williams. I've been keeping it cute, quiet, and you can do and say what you want about me. But hear me when I say wrong road. Talking about, well, your mom thought my mom was a friend, knowing damn well what she did to my mom was highly egregious. Don't do it. Keep playing victim and that BS, but don't with my mom. You said it on TV, new episode 11, and now I'm saying it in public. Just stop. Fair warning, at Shamea Morton. Now, Porsha has taken this post down since she made it. But at the end of the day, I just feel like when it comes down to these girls, y'all know exactly what the fuck y'all doing when y'all be making these posts. Y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all know what the fuck y'all be doing. Y'all know that the blog's gonna pick up this post and it's gonna bring you guys more attention. We know this, you know this. So why are we acting like we don't see it, right? Now, what I will say is this right here when it comes down to Porsha. Girl, you talking about don't F with your mama. Why are we acting like your mama wasn't just talking shit about Shamea a couple of episodes ago? Why are we acting like we didn't hear your mama say that bullshit about Shamea being a dog that bring back the bone and all this other stuff, trying to imply that she was a fake ass bitch? You know what I mean? Like, why are we acting like your mama didn't speak on Shamea already? So why the fuck can't Shamea speak on your mama when your mama done spoke on her? Okay? And on top of that, I get it that Shamea has been doing interviews and they've been asking her about your friendship. And one thing about Shamea, and I will agree to this, she's been keeping it very cute on you this entire time she's been doing her interviews. So my thing about this is this right here. If you watch the episode and that lady been texting you and been trying to reach out to you, as she said in her interviews, why you didn't take out the time to reach out to her if you didn't like what the fuck she said? But instead, what you chose to do was bring that shit straight to the motherfucking internet so you can get some goddamn attention. That's exactly what you chose to do, and ain't nobody got time for that at all. No one does. Now, what we're gonna do now is get into the fact that Shamea did an interview with the Breakfast Club, and she talked about how the show changed her relationship with Porsha and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's take a listen to this as well.
So prior to this show, I would like to think that we were very close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the show changed that a little bit.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because I love Porsha, and we have a good time together. Like, she's super silly like me, down to earth, and just this platform. I prayed that it wouldn't change things, but unfortunately it has. And it's like a lot of people muddying and making the water a little it's messy.
But
is
it real or manufactured? Because I mean,
no, these feelings are very real.
Like, I'm saying, do you think they're being exploited like for a storyline?
I think that they're just messy. Like, I think some of these women are messy, and I would never have allowed them to ruin our friendship or even muddy the waters. But she's listened to some of the things that they've said. And of course, with this show, everything will be revealed. It will be shown to you. And it's like, we've gone this whole season and not really been speaking. So when you watch it, it's going to be like, okay, see, I told you. I told you that Drew said this about paying for your child's college. Yeah. As a real friend, I'm not going to allow somebody to talk about you in your absence. I think you should have been like, thank you for holding me down in my absence. Instead, she's like, oh, you're trying to start a mess with me and Drew. Or it's like, you brought it back, you exaggerated it. And I'm like, it was no need to exaggerate it. The girl said what she said. And I said that she said it jokingly, but she said it. And I didn't even add the part about, oh, I'll be able to buy her some snacks. Like, it was just, I'll pay for college. And I'm like, no, if someone came and they said, oh, I'm going to pay for Marley Sky's college, I'm like, no, I'm sure Jess got it. You know, you don't need to do that. Yeah. You know, you're being messy. And I hate that. So prior to this show.
Okay, so that was Shamea pretty much, you know, speaking on her friendship with Porsha. Now, I'm going to go on record and say that the stuff that Drew said about the whole, it's going to pay for PJ's college tuition and all that stuff, I really don't feel like it was really that serious for you to go run back and tell, you know, Porsha about that, because Drew really didn't mean nothing by it. And I just felt like you pretty much did that just to keep the damn drama going, like to stir the pot. That's how it came across to me. Now, this is a person, speaking of me, I'm a person that's always like Shamea, and I still like Shamea, but this is just her season right now to get called out. At the end of the day, we're going to stop acting like you didn't talk to Drew and Angela about your feelings in regards to Porsha. Whether or not they asked you or not, you still offered up that information. Drew ain't your friend. Angela ain't your damn friend either. So if you was going to offer that information up to somebody, I would have rather you offer that information up to somebody like Cynthia. That's a person that both of y'all have that's a mutual friend that you both have. So I, for one, don't understand why you thought it was going to go along well with Drew and Angela and you telling them your feelings. Although the stuff that y'all discussed were things that we already knew, things that you and Porsha have already discussed, all of those things. But the thing is, if you were really over it and if you really didn't have no issues with the situation no more, why even talk about it? So what you did was you gave them the ammunition to go after your relationship with Porsha, when you should have just been honest from the very beginning and just said how you really felt about this entire situation. But you didn't. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't say that. Like, you wasn't completely honest. You knew that you felt some kind of way about certain things that transpired in your friendship with Porsha. But what you did was you chose to, okay, I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna let it be. It's not gonna be that deep to me. I'm just gonna keep it where it's at. But that's not always the best thing to do. And I said this before because me and my cousin Reggie had this conversation. We were talking about a friend of ours that we have in common, and I know exactly how Shamea feels. We put these things on ourselves. We keep these people around and we keep these friendships going because we've known them since we were kids, and there's a history there. Our moms are, you know, like, we share our moms with one another. So there's a lot of history there. And we know that a lot of things that they've done to us is very much so wrong, egregious, and fucked up. But we keep them around for the simple fact that we've been friends since we were kids, or we've been friends since we were in high school. But we already know that we haven't really gotten over the things that have happened in said friendship. So the best thing to do is to really talk about that shit and really get that shit out there and really let the boundaries be set. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. And that's what Shamea should be doing. Because as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and be extra personal. And because we talked about this via text, I'll be extra personal and read the text that me and Reggie was sending. I was like, looking at Shamea and Porsha on RHOA is like looking at me and a friend of ours. Probably why I sympathize with her on this friendship issue. Many people would have been done with this person had they done the things that they did to me. Things are forgiven, but trust was never really regained. And I think it's the same with Shamea. I think she's forgiven Porsha for certain stuff, but Porsha continues to do the same shit, and Shamea then allows her feelings to fester. It's just like me forgiving certain people for doing certain things. And then another similar situation happened, and it's like, here we go again. But it's on us because we allow them to keep doing the same shit and keep them around because we've known them for so long and don't really want to rock the boat. But then we're doing ourselves a disservice by not addressing the shit. And this is a real text message that I sent to that me and Reggie we were going back and forth on it. And that's why I sympathize. And this is why I could be man enough to say that's my own fault. I'm the reason why, you know what I mean, shit is the way it is, because I never really addressed the shit from the very beginning. I never addressed it when I should have. You feel what I'm saying? So absolutely not. So yes, I definitely get it, but Shamea is only doing herself a disservice, and she ain't got nobody to blame but herself for that. And I just feel like with Porsha, you've been wrong on so many ends in this situation, but I'm not sitting up here saying that Shamea is anybody's victim or she's anybody perfect, because no one's perfect. You know what I mean? Everybody has done some fucked up shit. It's just that Porsha does a lot of fucked up shit and she never owns up to a fucked up shit. Now, I did see this. Now, today is Candy's birthday, y'all. So let me put this up here. Now, today is Candy's birthday, and Shamea made a birthday post for Candy, and it was laced with shade. Now, I ain't trying to start no shit, but I'm just gonna read it to y'all. Now, she says, y'all show my baby mama Candy some love. I'm not sure if it's a Taurus thing, but she's a ride or die, loyal, supportive, kind-hearted, humble friend that will drop everything to be there for her friends. She wants everyone around her to win and doesn't gatekeep. Everyone deserves a friend like Candy, and she will always be blessed. Happy birthday, beautiful. And I can't wait to celebrate you. You can't tell me that's not shade. You can't tell me that's not shade. Because when she said the whole they don't gatekeep situation, baby. Okay, baby, I was like, oh yeah, that's some shade right there, child. That's definitely some shade right there. That's shade. And y'all know it's shade. I ain't trying to be messy or nothing, but it's shade. It is. It is. And we all know that it's shade. So, in my opinion, it could either go two ways. There's only two ways that it could go. Either y'all settle y'all differences once and for all. Set those boundaries with one another and let it be known what hurts you, what doesn't, what you're willing to accept and what you're willing not to accept. Put that on the flow. But if it's not that, then the other choice is to end this friendship, because there's no need to keep a person around that really don't mean you no good any motherfucking way, in my opinion. There's really no need. So you got two choices, and that's that. And that's all I got to say on that. So with that being said, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.
On some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance down, twerking on shit like
bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch, a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch, a cock goblin.
attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out just fatter.